So if everything belongs to God, then doesn't that mean that God is active and present in everything? Right? And we've talked about this when we've talked about faith in creation, understanding the creation story, that out of nothing, God created everything, which means He created everything from Himself. He didn't have a bunch of materials and shape them together and try to figure it out. He created everything from Himself. So everything is created by God, it's created for God, and it's created from and of God. The earth isn't just filled with His glory, meaning we praise His name and that fills the earth. The earth is filled with God.
Yes, amen.
He's everywhere in all of it, all the time. And yet we have this tendency to see everything but God, right? Somehow we have put on lenses, we put on glasses where we can see where everything's broken and everything's wrong and everything's upside down and everything's the devil and everything's the demons and everything's this and that. And what the scriptures are saying is the earth is full of God.
Amen.
There will always be more of Him than there is anything else. We've already seen that He's not the kind of God that abandons, that steps back, that creates and then releases. And so that means if He made it all, He holds it all. And if He holds it all, He's in the midst of all. So that doesn't mean that there aren't other things going on, but where do we set our hearts? And where do we set our eyes? And where do we set our attention? And where do we set our hopes? Again, going back to one of those verses we talk about all the time. In John 5:17, Jesus said, "My Father is always at work, and I too am working." So instead of us worrying about what else is at work, see the work of God. Believe the work of God. Declare the work of God. Hold on to and begin testifying of the work of God. Because no matter what's going on in your life right now, God's working. Can we see Him? Are we willing to see Him? Are we willing to move past how we feel, what happened the last time we were in this position, what somebody said is going to happen? Are we willing to push through what we want Him to do and say, God, show me what You're doing because I need to trust You. I need to see You. I'm willing to hear You even in the middle of all. God's active and He's present in everything and everywhere.